Okay, guys, for this first Nintendo Switch review, I'm going to try on the channel here. It's going to be kind of for an older game, but it's been out for about a year already. But I want to do my thoughts on it because I've actually been playing it a lot lately, and it's the Capcom Beat 'em Up bundle. Um, and this game retails for $19.99 or basically $20. Uh, Specifically, this review is going to be for the Nintendo Switch version of the game, which I highly recommend getting if you want to play it portably. Um, but it's also on PS4, Xbox One, and I believe Steam as well. So basically, long story short here, it's way worth your money because you're getting uh, basically like what 6 games for $20. Um, the main three that I would uh, pick up this bundle for are Knights of the Round, um, Final Fight, and Captain Commando. But you also get Warriors of Fate, um, Battle Circuit, and Armored Warriors, which are basically um, Warriors of Fate's like a hack and slash game. Armored Warriors is like a mech beat 'em up, and Battle Circuit's kind of like it's similar to Captain Commando in a way. I'll explain more about that when I um, tell you more about my thoughts over the gameplay. You guys will see. So I'll be right back. We're gonna go check out some gameplay. So here we go. Okay, guys. So here we go. Um, so my the version I have is the physical Japanese release called Capcom Belt Action Collection. And the only reason I got that one is because I like physical media, and this is the only way to get the game physically is through um, importing it, or get lucky and find it at a store somewhere uh, that sells imports. I found mine at too many games, so yeah. Anyway, um, so it's your basic beat 'em up collection. You can view gallery artwork, which is really fun, by the way. I like looking through original artwork and stuff. So I'd only rummaged through a couple right here, so but I really like some of this artwork. So it's really worth rummaging through and um, looking at some of this, especially if you like concept art and stuff like that, which I love this kind of stuff. Um, I'm sure a lot of you guys will too. But like I said, the games included are Final Fight, Captain Commando, Knights Around, King of Dragons, Warriors of Fate, Armored Warriors, and Battle Circuit. So you're getting like what 7 games for like $20, which if you do the math, that's like less than $5 a game. So I mean that's a really good deal, especially because of the fact that the consoleized versions of Captain Commando and Knights Around are fairly expensive, especially complete with box and manual and all that. So if you're not a diehard collector, this is definitely a good collection to pick up. Um, a few minor gripes I have with it are that the wallpapers or the wallpaper backgrounds you can do while you're playing the games, you can kind of have bordered. They're kind of bland and not that good. But other than that, like the game itself is pretty good. And my system defaulted to English language when I put in a Japanese card. So I don't know if that's gonna happen for everybody, but um, it probably will. I would assume. Now online mode, I didn't really get to experience this mode too much because I couldn't find anybody, and even today, at the time of recording this review, I still couldn't find anybody to play online with, so that was kind of disappointing. Uh, it might be different if you actually don't import the game. So if you're looking to play online, with people. I could get the US version, but I can't guarantee that's why I couldn't find anybody. I don't think it is. I don't think it matters. But but just be aware that you probably won't find any online rooms because basically the hype has pretty much died down on this game. But it's still worth it for the local co-op and stuff. Um, so yeah, it's still worth it. But like I said, don't be expecting to find people online. But the other nice thing about this collection is all the games have their Japanese counterparts, which means some games may be uncensored or more uncensored than they are in their English counterparts. Such as like Final Fight, I think in the opening, Jessica is like in her bra in the Japanese version, but in the U.S. version, it's like in her dress. So that kind of stuff. Any kind of nudity or blood might be uncensored. Um, Another nice feature is the fact that you can save your game and continue on. Now, the only bad thing is each game only can have up to one save. So make sure when you save a game, you want to actually save it where you're saving it. And when you go to overwrite the save, make sure you're at a point that you actually want to overwrite it. But Final Fight is, I mean, it's Final Fight. What can I say about Final Fight that hasn't been said by a jabillion other people on the planet? It's your standard beat 'em up. You play as Guy, Cody, or Hager. You're beating up the Mad Gear Gang, trying to get back your girlfriend or daughter, depending on who you're playing as. If you play as Cody, girlfriend. If you play as Mike Hager, that's his daughter. So, and Guy, he's just randomly tagging along to help Cody and Hager get back their daughter and or girlfriend respectively. So, I mean, it's a really fun. I prefer this game two players. If you have someone to play with, it's definitely worth playing two players. But it's still fun by yourself. But because I don't have anyone to play with, no one wants to play with me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure my wife would play with me or something if I fired her something was like, hey, you want to play this? She'd probably play with me. So I recommend doing couch co-op with this game. It's a really fun game. I show a fair amount of gameplay here because I kind of forgot I was recording the gameplay. So just bear with me here. But yeah, it's a really good game. Now, is it a good reason to buy this collection? No. There's many other better ports if you're looking for Final Fight to play. Just if you're a collector, go for the Sega CD version. But it's kind of expensive, so just be forewarned that you will have to spend like $40 loose, $100 complete for it, maybe 140 depending on condition. Um, but the Game Boy Advance port, Final Fight 1, is pretty good. Plus, it has two bonus characters, um, Alpha Guy and Alpha Cody. So there are options to play Final Fight. So just don't buy it for this if you're looking just for Final Fight. But the next thing I want to talk about is Kingdom of Dragons. Now, Kingdom of Dragons is I've played this a long time ago. And I forgot what character I played as. I would recommend playing as a fighter, cleric, dwarf, or elf because they're better. The wizard is kind of because he doesn't have much range, as you plainly see right here. And I forgot that. I was like, oh crap, I shouldn't have picked this guy. But this game reminds me of Magic Sword, kind of, in a way, if you guys have played that. If not, I recommend that. And that's one of the other gripes I forgot to mention, too, is Magic Sword was not included in this bundle, which is kind of disappointing because I actually like the game a lot, and the only arcade perfect port of it is no longer playable unless you already have it downloaded on your PS3, or I think it might have been on the Xbox 360. So other than Final Fight Double Impact. That's the game I'm talking about because it has Final Fight and Magic Sword. But anyway, that was off on a tangent. Back to King of Dragons. Um, Now this game, it's your standard three-player um, brawler or hack and slash game. You go around hacking and slashing your way through bosses and whatnot. You can level up your character. Their attributes get better. Their health might get stronger. I'm not really familiar with this game because I never really played it too much. But it seems like it'd be a fun three-player game. I'm not sure if it's three-player local, but maybe if you have multiple switches, it might be, but I'm not sure. I haven't tested that yet. I'll let you guys know in the pinned comment below. So look for that if you want to look for like a summary of my pros and cons and stuff too. But the faster you beat all, the faster, the more points you get. Sorry about the skipping here. I don't know why it did that. It did that during rendering. The capture device I use isn't too great, but it's serviceable for what I need it for. So it will not do that when you guys play the game. So just be aware of that. Um, but here I tried the fighter, which now I remember I was like, oh god, yeah, this is the guy I played as. Because I was like, okay, again, checking out the wallpapers, not not too good. Like they're kind of bland. Oh, another one of my favorites. Another reason I bought this game is because of Captain Commando. I love this game. I don't actually have any of the ports, but I have played. I've actually played the original arcade version at a local arcade of mine where I live. So I can confirm this is arcade perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. No slowdown, anything like that. But it's your standard three-player beat 'em up. You just go around beating up enemies, punching, kicking, jumping, electrocuting, tossing into things. You can even ride mechs, which you'll see later on, like mech robots. Kind of neat. I kind of like that. I forgot about that because it's been a few years since I played Captain Commando. Now, like I said, there are other ports of this game as well, um, but they're expensive and they're not that good compared to this. So just basically, if you like beat 'em ups, get this game. Is what this review is gonna come down to. Like, cause I love beat 'em ups. I wish they would do like a Double Dragon collection or something, where they would have like Double Dragon 1, 2, 3, and Super Double Dragon for the Switch or something. I think that'd be really cool, but they won't. But I'm just saying for like a beat 'em up, if you're gonna do like a beat 'em up collection of Capcom games, do a beat 'em up collection of like Trade West games. Where's Battletoads? Um where's Battletoads Double Dragon? Where's Super Double Dragon? I think those are the only ones that Trade West made, but you get the idea. Like I really like beat 'em ups. The only reason I really like beat 'em ups is because you can pick them up like usually beat them in like within maybe an hour tops, depending on the game. Like if it's a game like Maximum Carnage, that's gonna take you a while because it's a long game. It's kind of hard, or like Separation Anxiety. But that's like for a separate video or something where I would talk about beat 'em ups. But I'm just saying in general, other beat 'em ups that I like to play are those type of beat 'em ups. But that's why I got this collection because I enjoy beat 'em ups a lot. And plus, a lot of these games I haven't played before, so um, I kind of want to try new beat 'em ups. Like I said, Captain Commando, Final Fight, and Knights Around I have played, so I was familiar with them. Um, King of Dragons I wasn't really familiar with. Warriors of Fate I wasn't really familiar with. Battle Circuit I wasn't familiar with, and Armored Warriors I wasn't really familiar with. But they are really good games. Oh, I wish I could say. I wish I could say the arcade version of Knights Around is my favorite. It would be. It loses a couple points for me for one reason. But the cool thing is, it is 3 players. But unlike the Super Nintendo version, because you can actually guard in this game, like guard attacks, like right there, you saw Percival do it, um, and you can guard. But in this version, you have to press attack and the button you're facing. Like if you're facing to the right, you have to press attack and to the left. If you're facing to the left, you press attack and to the right to block. And that's tricky because if you're not used to doing it, like if you're not used to the button command and like doing it, timing it right, it's hard to pull off and hard to block stuff, which is kind of important in this game, especially with bosses. Like the enemies you can get by with not blocking that much, especially early on, but you want to try to get good at blocking because one, it gives you invulnerability for like 2 seconds. Two, like like I said, it becomes very useful when you fight bosses like this boss right here. You can see I struggle because I'm so used to pressing the X button on the Super Nintendo version because that actually blocks for you. You can do it the traditional way, the back and the attack, but I never liked doing it that way. I just liked having the quick button to block. I thought it was a lot easier. Uh, for me, anyway. I don't. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like that. Makes this version lose points for me. I do like uh, the game in general. Like it's nice around. It's a really good hack and slash beat 'em up game. So if you like good hack and slash beat 'em ups, like similar to like Golden Axe or something like that, then this game is definitely for you. Especially because it's 3 players. Not many beat 'em ups are like 3 players. There's very few I can think of that are. Excuse me. Um, and you have a special attack. You can press attack and jump. That's like standard beat 'em up. Standard beat 'em up stuff. So every beat 'em up game has like a some kind of special attack. Yeah, there's a successful guard, but it didn't work out because the hitboxes are really weird on this game sometimes. Like you'll be hitting, you'll think you'll hit them, but you're not. But those are just some minor gripes. Other than that, like nice and round, it's still worth getting this collection for this game because, like I said, the Super Nintendo version is like $80 loose, like 150 to 200 complete. Which I actually do have one complete because the store I used to go to that's not around anymore sold theirs for a really stupidly cheap price, so I picked it up complete box. So yeah, that's how I got mine complete. Warriors of Fate was. I was surprised by how much fun I had with this game. It's a really fun game. So I gotta take a drink. Um, but it takes place in like a Chinese imperial time. It looks like there's like a brawler guy, um, the sword guy, the archer guy, and then like this like other sword guy. I don't know. I don't know their names. Like I said, I wasn't really familiar with this game, so I was like, who looks the coolest? And I like the spear guy. I don't know. He looked cool, so I just picked him. But I like the horseback. I think that's a really cool touch. This is the first level. Um, you'll see like horseback play and stuff, so it's really cool. Um, it's a really neat game. You can pick up gold and stuff for points and health, of course. Peking duck. Oh yeah, who would? let me eat this Peking duck that's sitting on that freaking dirty floor or dirty ground, and it's probably uncooked. Like, who would leave like? Well, I don't know. It looked pretty nice. It looked like a pretty nice duck. Like it was fully cooked looking, right? Like, who would leave that there? That's one thing about beat 'em up games that are really weird. Like, you'll find apples, sushi, other types of food in barrels and boxes and stuff, and you'll just eat it, not thinking if it's like gonna be good for you or you're gonna get sick from it. Like, how's the character not get sick? I know it's just a game, but like that's something that always bugged me as a kid. Like, why would you eat an apple just sitting in a barrel or like um or chicken sitting in a box that's miraculously on a plate? Like, you wouldn't do that because it'd be gross. But anyway, you can see it's another three-player game. This game would be really fun, three players. See three horses on the screen, that'd be great. I would really enjoy playing three players with my wife and a friend. Oh my god, guys, talking too much makes my throat dry, especially during summertime. Um, but you can see the boss fights are fairly simplistic. I mean, not too hard. And another minor, kind of stupid complaint I have with it is that they always give you the option to have free play, which okay, I get it. You're not in the arcade anymore, but giving yourself a challenge to like beat a game with like 1 credit or like 2 credits, that's not an option. So that's kind of a letdown, I guess. But like I said, it's not a big deal. I mean, you're not really gonna care, really, I guess. Um, but like I said, it's no big deal. At least they give you the option to access kind of like dip switches with number of lives and stuff. You saw earlier with Final Fight how I changed the lives. So I mean that is one good thing, I guess, that they kind of give you that option. God, this game has such great beat 'em ups in this collection here. It's so good. And like I said, this game I really wasn't familiar with, but when I started playing it, it kind of reminded me of another beat 'em up called Robo Army, because that you play as like an androidic like um, I think like cop or something or like infantry person or something, and you're basically going. It's like futuristic. You're going around. You're beating up other robots, android people and stuff. It reminded me a lot of this. And this is yet again another three-player game. There are a lot of three-player games on this collection, so that's another really cool thing that you can actually play 3 players online if you can get a group of friends together um, and play. Now, I'm not sure if you can use voice chat with online. Honestly, I don't care if you can because I think the Nintendo Switch Online app is stupid. So if you can, I honestly don't know. I would imagine you can't because I don't see why you would want to. But again, I'm not sure. Plus, I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure how active this is anyway. I'm not sure how active it is online anymore because it is almost a year old. So, um, but man, this game would be great in 3 player mode. All the explosions everywhere, just stuff shooting everywhere. It'd be crazy. Again, let me know what you guys think about all the games in the description below, or in the comments below, I mean. I know this review is kind of weird. I'm not really going off of script. I'm just kind of willy-nilly talking to you guys. I don't like going off scripts, guys, because scripts seem kind of forced to me. I want to give authenticity to what I'm saying to you guys. I don't want to make it seem like, oh, well, this point, this point, and this point. No, I want to make sure I cover everything. As I think of more stuff to cover, I'll just throw it in here. That's why I do my reviews this way instead of um, the traditional way of scripting it. I do like the graphic style. It's kind of anime-esque, a little bit with the text box. But yeah, you can see I save a lot because I realize, like, my God, like a lot of these games are so good, and I really enjoyed going through this and actually recording the gameplay for this review and playing some of these games because it made me realize that, hey, even paying the premium price for the physical release, $40 was still a good deal. But it's definitely a better deal if you get digital. But if you're a nerd like me and want to get physical, then import it from Amazon or eBay. Or if you want to be super nerdy, get the collector's edition or import the super expensive version, the Capcom bundle that has the soundtrack and art book and stuff. Um, if you guys want me to get that version or try to for the channel to unbox it, let me know in the comments below. Someone please say I can because I really want to get that version for the channel and for myself. um, but anyway, here's Battle Circuit. God, this game. I don't know what it is about it, but this game was fan freaking tastic. I loved this. This was I don't know how to describe it. It's 4 players, and it's like you can see just explosions. It's just freaking insane, and you can upgrade your character with moves and get gold and buy upgrades. It's nuts. This game has so much stuff you can do, and it's so crazy. Um, Now, one thing I will say, I do recommend playing this game specifically with an arcade stick or like a fight pad, like the Hori Fighting Commander with the Mayflash USB adapter, which I'll link below in the description where to get those. Um, but the only reason I recommend that is because the Pro Controller D-pad is kind of stiff and it's not really made to do um, like down forward inputs. That's why I went to the buttons to make sure I was pressing the right button, or down up inputs quickly, because there's the move I just bought, and I was like, oh yeah, I can't. You gotta kind of press it to make sure you press it. So I recommend using like an arcade stick. Actually, to play all of these games, it'd probably be better with like an arcade stick to get that arcade feel. Actually, so there you go, guys. There's all the games. Now, like I said, I tried to go in here and get some online game footage, but I couldn't. If I ever do, like I said, I'll leave a pinned comment. Keep checking back on this review because I'll leave a pinned comment if I do get any online experience with it. But since I probably won't, then eh. But I'm gonna wrap the gameplay part of this up, and we're gonna do the wrap up thoughts. So let's get to the wrap up. Here we go. Okay, guys. So there you go. There was Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle or Belltown Action Collection. If you're in Japan or if you import it, like I said before, it's definitely worth getting if you're a huge fan of beat 'em ups like I am. Like I love beat 'em ups, and they're really fun to just pick up and play. And I don't know why my webcam just stroked out there again, but anyway, they're really fun to play. It's definitely worth $20. I would say import it if you're a diehard beat 'em up fan because it's worth it in my opinion. the $40, like just import it. Like, sure you won't be able to register to get your coins, but buy if you buy it by September 8th, I think is when it came out. If you buy it after that, you won't be able to upgrade or upgrade register the coins anyway. So it really won't matter. I don't think it would give you the coins if you get it after the year after the release date, because Nintendo's dumb and they do that. Year after, then you can't register anymore. I don't know why they do that, but it's what they do. But still, like I said, I would import it if I was you guys, and you're watching this thinking, do I want to get this collection? The short answer is yes. You do want to get this collection. Trust me, this collection is worth it. So out of 5 stars, I'd probably give it a 3. Just or 3. I'll give it a 3.5. Just because it's the wallpapers are bland. The online's not active anymore. Kind of disappointing. And Magic Sword wasn't included. I really wish that game would have been included because I really like that game a lot. I think it would have went perfect with this collection. Even though it was like more of a hack and slash. But so was Warriors of Fate. That seemed like a hack and slash to me too. But okay, Capcom, whatever. I don't produce your games or decide what games they put out. But yeah, guys. So there you go. There was my thoughts on the Capcom Beat 'em Up bundle. Let me know if you guys picked this up. What you guys think about it in the description below. Or what do I keep saying description? In the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about this game. God, I cannot talk today. Um, so let me know what you guys think about this game in the comments below. In the description below, go follow me on Facebook and Twitter and all that good stuff. My Discord and my Twitch as well. I might try to stream some Switch stuff eventually if I can figure out a way to plug it all in over here. Because there's a way I can set it up over here if I can figure it out. If you guys want me to do that, let me know. Yeah, let me know if you guys like this kind of review thing. By leaving a like or a thumbs up. I hope you guys do because this took a while to put together. So let me know if you guys like it. If you want a more structured review, let me know. I'll try to structure it out better next time with the next ever review. Which, spoiler alert, will be Sega Genesis Classics Collection. Which, God, I have so many things I want to say about that game. Ugh. Okay, anyway, guys, that's for another review. But thanks for watching, guys. Again, please go buy this game. It's definitely worth it. I highly recommend it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Links below in the description for everything. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all that good stuff. Discord and Patreon. Thank you guys on Patreon for supporting the channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this stuff and record a bunch of cool stuff. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. If you want to support me on Patreon, the links below in the description. Go check it out if you want to. Anyway, guys, peace out and enjoy the rest of your day.